Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me and thank you chat managers for your help. I appreciate it. And if you like the channel, please subscribe. I know I'm starting a little early, but that's okay. There are a couple of things that I want to say first. I want to thank Polly Girl for your generosity in your donation. I appreciate it. And there is one more thing I wanted to mention. By the way, I shared with you that before my mom passed, the way before we cross, we see our loved ones from the other side. Although my sisters, because I had two of my sisters were there because everyone had left a little earlier. Yeah, when before she made that whatever how you call it. Oh yeah, somebody told me terminal lucidity. That's how it's called. Before she had, most of my family had left before she had that terminal lucidity. Although my sisters couldn't get a picture of her when she made the gesture, she opened her arm and she was smiling. She was like, you know, she sort of light, so to speak. But they took a picture of her because she was so pissed. And I was watching something they call TED Speak or something like that. And someone was explaining he had a near-death experience. And he was explaining a similar experience that he had. So my sister is going to send me a picture of it. I'm not going to share it. I just thought I would share that with you guys, a picture of my mom's face. Thank you very much, Kath11, TED Talk. That's the channel. They have people talking about who had near-death experiences and all kinds of stuff when it comes to when we transition in any event. So my sister is going to, they were so frantic when she saw my mother behaving that way during that terminal lucidity. They were shocked they couldn't get a camera to capture her, but they captured her face, her expression when she laid back down, very disappointed that they probably told her it wasn't time. So I can't wait to see it, but I'm not going to post it. I just thought I would share that. In any event, I heard Kushner wrote a book. I don't know if I mentioned that. It seems like I did. I was wondering what basically he was going to talk about, because I know there is no way he would share what I have told you guys a long time ago, why the Trumps were in the White House. It was all about themselves and their little black book, okay, people to dial, whenever they need favors or whenever they want something done. And we're watching it unfold right now because Kushner has $2 billion from the Saudis. Trump has LIV, I believe they call it, LIV, golf tournament that's going on in his golf course until he gets indicted. They're going to continue doing business with them. That's exactly what's unfolding. But to go back to the Kushner book, I knew he was not going to explain his escapades in Saudi Arabia, the connection he was making in Israel, because believe it or not, Israel is a small country, but their technology, their research, medical research, and all kinds of stuff, they are pretty advanced. Those guys are pretty good. So he has other business ideas as what to do for him to do in Israel, among other places. So I knew he didn't want to talk about those things. And guess what? His book, it seems like it's full of lies, because he accused Kelly, General Kelly. He said General Kelly basically brushed on his wife, and he basically shoved her. You are very welcome, Marsha Green. Marsha Green says, Milu, thanks for sharing that lovely story about your mom. Yes, I'll get into that another time, but I didn't want to keep talking about that because I made a connection between what happened to my mom and the dream that I had. In any event, many people have disputed what Kushner, or some of the stuff that Kushner has written in his book. So I am not surprised. I didn't think he was. In my mind, I didn't say he was lying, but I was questioning what was he going to write about, because I know there are a lot of things that he took part in the White House. He was not going to talk about them. So and there is something else. He said he had cancer. How do you call that again? I forget the name of it, but he had some type of cancer. This guy seems like he's in the right family, of course. They all lie to make a buck. And I feel that's part of the reason why. Thank you very much, Sandra Peterson. It's all about money. Well, of course. And the crazy thing is, I told you guys a long time ago that it was all about how they're going to make money. Thank you very much, Laura Azola, for your generosity and the super chat. I appreciate it. I like the emoji. Yes, it was all about money. I was right. Look at Liv. Look at, Kushner got $2 billion. Right now, these don't look too bad on their minds. But if they don't get indicted, I know an example is going to be set on these people. Okay, and by the way, Trump is still using the presidential seal. He's not supposed to. He's breaking the law. I hope they nail him on it. But chances are they won't, because they know what's coming. They don't want people to start saying, they are bothering him for no reason, or at least for something this trivial. It's not trivial, but in any event, I thought I would remind you guys of that. What I said a long time ago is happening. And the other thing is, okay, this is very important because I'm sure some of you have heard about it. North Korea is threatening to attack us or start a nuclear war with us. This guy is stupid, another dummy. Because what he's doing basically, he's trying to mimic what Putin did. It's not going to work for him because China is not going to, he's not going to play with this. China knows if we retaliate against Kim Jong-un, China is going to be affected. So it's all hard talk because China basically helped him too in getting his nukes. It's, they did not do everything by themselves. In any event, that was like a thorn in our, China, the way she's operating or has been operating, they are creating ways to embarrass us, to bully us, and that's not going to happen. And they complain, and I am glad Biden is not going for it. Mainly in the top brass in our military is not going for it. And I am glad. I just read, and that's what I was hoping would happen. I said it the other day. I said I hope they stand up to them. That's what's happening. They have developed, our military, the Pentagon, has developed ways to counter some of the things that she wants to do. Basically prevent us from accessing the South China Sea and all those international waterways. But I feel we will prevail. And they will abandon. My prediction is, I believe I said it yesterday, the bullying ways, because they know they're going to realize it's not going to work with us. And we cannot afford to acquiesce to their stupid demands. It's not going to happen. So they're going to have to change tactics, use a new approach. But the bullying one is not going to work. And the other thing I feel that's going to affect them, oh boy, these people are doing the grass outside. The other thing I feel that they're going to use another approach as well because of what Putin has done and the way Xi is going about nationalizing industries, and he wants to control everything. A lot of industries, Jeep in fact just stopped producing vehicles in China, among a bunch of other companies are leaving. So there is a sense of panic as well. Xi and his people, because they didn't think we were going to react. Well, the West, basically. And even some Asian countries as well, because they know how China is. So we are doing the right thing to counter them. And I feel we will prevail. That's my prediction. I'm going to go back to Trump because they're showing me, and they said it on TV yesterday, Mnuchin testified. Guys, what I feel when I focus on, let me give you a little background before I say this, okay? I used to work for a company. I don't want to mention the name of the company. The last company I worked for, I used to shock my manager sometimes when she used to have meetings, and after the meeting, we were good friends. She simply got promoted and I never got promoted. She became my boss, but it's okay. It didn't bother me. And I used to shock her after she used to go to meetings, and I would tell her what happened. So I did the same thing with some of those people who are testifying in front of for DOJ or in front, or the January 6th Commission. I feel like saying we're going to learn of things that we never heard before that Trump and his family have done behind the scenes. They may not charge them or the entire family with everything, but there is a stampede, like one of the members of the January 6th Commission said yesterday. Oh, I cannot remember her name. She was one of the lawyers during the Watergate. Her name starts with the letter Z. I forgot her. I can't pronounce it right now. I believe it starts with the letter Z. She's the lady. She's older. She's very, very smart. She wears glasses. So somebody remembers her name, please post. I'll keep watching. No, not Zoe. Laflung or something like that. In any event, yes, I believe it's Zoe Lofgren. Yes, Zoe Lofgren. Thank you. Yeah, she said right now there's a stampede. People are rushing. They want to tell what they know. Guys, the case is going to be better. The case against Trump is going to be better than anyone could have even dreamed of. They're going to know, DOJ that is. In fact, intuitively I feel, DOJ's case is going to be stronger than what we know from the January 6th Commission. Or better, because, I guess it's because DOJ's goal is different than that of the January 6th Commission. But the point I'm trying to make is the amount of information. I feel I'm seeing people given to DOJ. It's damning. I don't see. There's something else with Trump. He thinks that if he says something, or let's say, for example, when he came out, he says, when he called that guy from Georgia, the Secretary of State from Georgia, and he said it's a perfect call. When he comes out and says something like that, he thinks like he makes it normal. And in his mind, it's normal. He's normalizing it so that people don't think it's a big deal. Guess what? It's not going to work this time. Watch him. Every time something, we hear of a piece of information, he's going to come out and find a way to counter it. It won't make sense. To him, it makes sense because that's what he's done all his life. He has never met a foe like the American government. And right now, the reason why he's still using the president's presidential seal at his golf course, he's pushing his luck. Stop me if you can. That's basically what he's doing. I'm going to use this. If you want, I dare you. That's what he's doing. And it's because he doesn't understand. It's not that he doesn't understand. I'm sorry. I'm giving him too much. He understands exactly what he's doing. But he's never been caught. He's never been punished. He's never paid a price for his arrogance. And that's another thing that's that's another reason why I feel our court system is going to nail him. Right now, from what I understand, he's claiming complete immunity because he was president. He was allowed, that's his First Amendment or something, something like that. He's allowed to say anything he wanted. That stuff is going to backfire on him. Most judges, if 99.9% of judges, he has gotten on their last nerve. Trump will not get a pass. In fact, they will dismiss anything he brought in front of them like this because he has proven to be a con and he's trying to normalize all kinds of stuff. And if he thinks he's going to delay anything, it's not going to work. And the same is going to go for people around him who are trying to, some of them, they're doing it because they want cover so that the MAGA crowd don't come after him. After them, I'm sorry, people like Cipollone and who else they claim privilege, executive privilege, because they are afraid of MAGA. But if a judge orders you to testify, you have no choice. So a lot of them are looking for cover, but a lot of them, they're trying to thumb their noses at DOJ or the January 6th Commission. It's not going to work. Trump is going to lose every appeal, everything he complains about. He is on a very, very bad path right now. I don't think he realizes that. He has a very bad reputation, and a lot of judges, they can give you a break, but there is nothing Trump can do at this point. He has aggravated. Thank you very much, Chris Blacchini, for your generosity and the super chat. I appreciate it. I like the meme too. He has annoyed those judges. He's not going to get a break at all. And it seems like he's still thinking of going up to the Supreme Court and he will catch a break. They don't like him either. Some of them, they thankfully he nominated them and he put them there, but they owe him nothing. They don't like him. So this guy, he's burnt his bridges. He's simply not aware of it yet. There's going to be a rude awakening for him and his family. I don't understand. The only person I feel who realizes that is Kushner. and he keeps talking to Ivanka about it. But the rest of the family, they have no clue. They are all clueless. In fact, I mean, he's young. He doesn't understand. If you watch Bawon, the youngest one, he mimics his father's facial, the Mussolini look. If you, I noticed that when during the funeral or Ivana's funeral, if you look at Bawon's face and his father's face, they were making the same type of face. He's young; he doesn't know better. But I hope he drops that. It's not a good look, and in the future, it's not going to help him. The Trump name in the future is going to be like, is going to be synonymous to garbage. In the mind of some people like myself, it is there already. But yeah, it's not going to be a good name to be running around calling yourself. Jerry Sager says it's illegal for him to use the presidential seal. Yes, at his golf courses, as he's doing per an article this morning. Exactly. Yes, he's not supposed to do that, but that's why I'm saying he's pushing his luck. It's like, do something if you can, and people. I mean, our system will do something. He simply has, or he's doing things. He simply hasn't realized, or he's too dumb to realize it. There is something else I wanted. Somebody asked me a question. Oh yeah, somebody asked me, is Zelensky of Ukraine a reincarnation of General George Patton? I'm sorry, no. Okay. He's his own entity. He has his own karmic work to do. Okay. So he's his own person. I'm sure he was, Zelensky, that is, was, because nothing happens by chance. He was a war hero in some, in a previous life. So, yeah. One thing I wanted to mention. Yes, someone else asked me, the primary in Arizona is this coming Tuesday. Republican candidates are already claiming election fraud. Do they think we'll fall for that again? No. I mean, it's because, you see, just like Trump, basically they think they're going to repeat. Well, they've been stealing elections for a long time. They are projecting. So they are preparing us, okay, well, people in Arizona, okay, so that it's like a distraction. That's what this is. But I don't know much about what's going on, who's running in Arizona. I have to check, but good luck to them. Because like I said, I don't remember when I said it, at the state level, some of those officials better be careful, because they're going to go the Trump way, straight to jail. Okay. So another person asked me, the midterms are coming soon. The midterms are soon approaching. Some election experts have the Republicans as the favor to win, but if that happens, our democracy is doomed. Yes, but I don't feel Republicans are gonna win. Like I have said before, if Democrats do if they fight a good fight, and the Republicans are a gift that that keep on giving. Look at what they did yesterday. They voted against our veterans' benefits. Can you imagine? Okay, so expect them to double down, and all Democrats have to do is cash in on those things. And believe me, they will lose the house. We will win the House. We will keep the House, and we'll keep the Senate with greater margin than we have today. So, Junosphere says, I live in Arizona and dropped off my ballot yesterday. Felt doing so was safer, yes, than trusting USPS to deliver it. I agree with you. Yeah, the joy. Hi, Patricia Franzino. How are you? Okay, let me see. Yes, that's true. Maryland H is reminding everyone by saying, beware everyone. Start making sure all your voting data is updated if needed, especially if you are voting in November, like we will be doing in Texas and other states. Yes, that's a very good idea. Electoral Storm is asking, will the Joy do something for the 2022 election? Right now, he can't because he knows he's being watched. But the system, he's already set up. So I believe he's gotten so many complaints, and Congress has gotten in his case about all the delays. But I still don't blame anyone if there is a way. Just make sure your ballot is in on time. So I don't trust them either. Yes. Robin Gray says, even as Senate expands in our favor, let's still get rid of cinema and mention. I don't know if these two are running, but yes, we won't be counting on them. Let's put it that way. Sandra Peterson says, they also said that marriage equality bill won't pass either. I'm not quite sure, but I feel that's going to happen. I may be wrong with the time frame, but it's going to happen. Okay, let me scroll up. Let me see if somebody else has had me another question. I want to make sure because I told them I was going to answer those questions. Okay, I did. Okay, let me scroll up. I am scrolling up for questions. Oh, we're talking about second boosters. Oh, I got my second booster months ago. Now I have to get ready for a third booster because there is another version of the vaccine that will help the newest version. It is more efficacious against the BA.5 version of the virus than previous versions of the vaccine. So I'm gonna get mine because this one I heard is very, very contagious. And that's why I bought a mask. How many of you guys have received used stuff from Amazon the past 3 or 4 months? I must have received, I've ordered things and they send me used stuff. Can you imagine? I ordered another mask because one of my sisters is coming next week, so I ordered a mask for her. She works in the I forget the department at the hospital. So I got her one of those masks, and it came yesterday, then was used. I couldn't believe it. Thank God, my sister won't come until next week, so there's enough time for me to get the second one, to get another one. Chat Wadsworth says, LOL Minu, I was going to say the Trump name is garbage in my opinion. Yes, mine too. Oh my God. I'm scrolling for question. Okay. All right, let me scroll down. All right, I think. Oh, that's a good question. Z Alvarez says, "What do you see for the future of the new party formed by Andrew Yang and some Republicans? Will it have any effect on the election?" Yes. Let's hope it's not. I don't feel it's going to go anywhere. It takes a long time. What those tend to do, just like that woman who went to Russia, that doctor, whatever her name was, from the Green Party, who siphoned votes from Hillary. She was part of the reason why I feel Hillary, you know, all these people who ended up in Russia, it's not they didn't go there by for fun. The things are happening, okay, but it's not good. But Andrew Yang has a huge ego. I don't trust him. No, and I don't think it's going to help. I don't feel it's going to get anywhere. It's going to die. That's my prediction. Oh my God. Be grateful says, Milu, my husband got COVID-19 this week. I'm sorry, and I'm using N95 and staying in separate part of the house and have not gotten it. No, you know what? This is interesting. That's a lot of people, their husbands or their spouse, I should say, not husband, their spouse came down with COVID. For some reason they don't have it. Yes, you're doing the right thing. N95 mask, and you stay in a different part of the house. You'll be fine. I hear that, and I didn't see you sick when I read your question. Thank God for that. Okay. Audrey Campbell says, anybody that starts a new party now when we're right, yes, on the brink of losing our democracy is an idiot. I agree with you, Audrey. It's, at this point, we need everyone to get together. Andrew Young wants to be something, so he's trying to find something to make himself important. That's what he's doing. I don't feel it's going to take off, although he has convinced a few people, a few big wigs to join him. I don't see this happening at all. It's just going to cause problems. And I'm sure Democrats will bring that to the attention of to people's attention, so that they don't fall for the same stupid thing that a lot of them went and voted for the Green Party and siphoned vote and allow stupid idiot Trump to become president. Okay. I'm going to scroll down. Okay, I think that's it, my friend. Oh, that's interesting. Jerry Sager said, I asked above, and an, an article. Oh, okay, that's two things. I'm sorry. An article this morning stated Trump said Saudi Arabia Gulf Group will be part owner of Bedminster, New Jersey. Of course, I'm not surprised, because right now he has to cover himself, and I wouldn't be surprised if they buy that. Well, a lot of his properties, he's going to need buyers for them, and in the not too distant future, because he's going to need a boatload of money to defend himself and to pay people who are suing him. So, and that's what he's trying to get out of now, trying to claim complete immunity, because a lot of the Capitol Police and others are suing him because of the insurrection that he caused. Well, no, he didn't not only cause it, he incited these people and wanted to lead them to the Capitol. So he's not going to get out of that either. So he's going to have to pay. He's going to need a boatload of money. I don't think he has enough to pay. And to defend himself, and because no one is going to work for him for free, because that's what he usually does. They're going to make sure they are paid in advance. A month and like he's going to have to pay month ahead. They're going to come up with a way to figure out approximately how much it's going to cost him monthly to defend him, the lawyers that is, and then he's going to pay ahead of time. Because they know how he is. Yeah, so he's going to need a lot of money. All right, let's see. Let me scroll down. Dennis Thomas says, Andrew Yang talked about a universal basic income. Will that ever come to fruition? I'm not going to say never, but I'm not going to say it now, my friend. I vaguely remember him talking about something like that. I don't recall exactly, and he was giving people money or something like that every month or every year. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I remember something like that, but I don't see that anytime soon. Linda Sandoval says the Republicans do not want to pay any of his legal fees if he runs for president. Yep. They are a bit tired of him too. He's a parasite. So they want to dispatch him. They simply don't know how to do it yet. Oh, Sandra Peterson, those are the big wigs. Yes, I remember I saw Todd Whitman on Christine Todd Whitman on TV talking about it. So those are the few big wigs that I mentioned earlier that, in collaboration with Yang, he convinced them. So, but I don't see that working. Deborah Robinson is asking me, will the Secret Service and Homeland Security be held accountable for their lost communication during 45 administration? Yes. Let me tell you guys, I've said this before, it's worth repeating. Anything bad, unless they can see you didn't have malintention, okay? Anyone, however small the infraction is, and it was part of the January 6th insurrection, if the fine is $1, you're going to pay that $1. If the fine is a month in jail, I don't know, but something is going to happen. My prediction is this thing is going to take a whole new face in a couple of months, and once Trump goes down. Okay. The way I am getting, so many people are testifying in front of DOJ and telling everything, and in front of the January 6th Commission as well. Okay? It's going to embolden DOJ not to be afraid to go after anybody. And the thing is, they want to set an example. So, in the future, the next president or the next con man, the thought of doing something like that will send shiver down the spine. I feel that's what's coming. They want to make sure this is not repeated. And believe me, if anybody, like you delete communication, information, you throw, like from what I heard Mark Meadow did, he burned documents, good luck. You're going to be held responsible. Okay, friends. Thank you very much. for spending time with me. And thank you, chat managers, for your help. I appreciate it. If you like the channel, please subscribe, and also don't forget to tap on the bell. If you would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicmilu.com, or you can call me on my YouTube number or send me an email at psychicmilu@aol.com. We can negotiate a time that's good for both of us to talk. Please give me a thumbs up. It would help me a lot. And have a great weekend. If something major happens, I'll come on tomorrow. One of my sisters, I have 4 sisters. A couple of them are going to stream by over the weekend. So, and members, please. I mean, I do have a membership program as well. If anyone is interested, but I would like to remind my members that the next meeting will be next Saturday. But I will post videos and let everyone know. So again, friends, thank you very much for your support. Thank you for spending time with me. Have a great weekend. I will see you on Monday. Till then, bye.